Hi, welcome. And I just wanted to give a little update to myself on what I'm up to right now because February has been really chaotic for me and I just have not got enough time to read a lot this February as I promised myself to read a lot, but I still managed to read something because as I promised myself. So what I did in this February was I thought, okay, maybe I do not have enough time to start a whole new book as I wanted to wait. This is the book I wanted to start reading, to be honest. This is the book that is pending, and I want to read this book because Simone de Beauvoir, philosophy student, also a feminist, also because this book is a must read by everyone. And I'm gonna read it and review it. Yeah, but not right now. It's not the right time. So what I did was I finished my pending readings. The one like where I have read 2-3 chapters and left the book because I then jumped to another book and I just was not having of it. So anyway, I thought why not maybe just I'll just complete with the books that I kind of have in pending. So these are the books that I read. One is Psychopathology of Everyday Life, and the other one is The Flight of the Pigeons, and both of them are from my favorite writers. Ruskin Bond is, I'm a die-hard fan of Ruskin Bond, and I will forever be because Ruskin Bond has made my childhood so beautiful. And when I used to read Ruskin Bond writes about mountains a lot. He loves mountains. I love mountains, and we're just so alike in that. So when I was young, I used to read Ruskin Bond. I would put the AC on very low, and I would, hide myself in a blanket. And in the light of the torch, I'd read the book and imagine myself that I am in mountains. That's how I used to read Ruskin Bond, and I can give anything again in life to read the way that I used to do again. So, Flight of the Pigeon, if you've heard about the movie Junoon, it is a book adaptation of this one. And A Flight of Pigeon involves a very beautiful protagonist named Ruth. She's a English girl. And Javed Khan, who is a fierce Pathan, and he falls in love with her. He falls in love with her innocence, and it's a fictional story. And even though I don't read fiction a lot, but this is something I'd read again and again. I don't know. It is very beautifully portrayed. It is very beautifully written, and I think this is a must read. If you ever want to start with something that is Indian by heart, that is something beautiful and something once the books that you read and you just close and you're like, this is one of those books. I won't be spoiling the ending for you, but I definitely strongly recommend reading this. And this book is like very small. It's a pocket size book. It's just like 130 pages. You can go on and read the book, and it will be a good experience. Yeah, I don't want to say further about it. The next book is The Psychopathology of Everyday Life by Sigmund Freud. And this book is for the people who are intrigued by everything, like me. I am mostly intrigued by every little thing, and I ask so many questions. So if you are someone who just like keep on asking so many questions and you're like, okay, if this happens, then what's the reason for this? If that happens, what is the reason for that? That Psychopathology of Everyday Life is for you, because you go on and you read that Freud has given reasons for things. Okay, I'm no psychologist. Okay, I maybe had a subject psychology for a while, but I'm not a psychology student. I'm not a psychology trainee or anything. But if you want to start like way small and start reading, you're someone who say I want to start reading psychology, you can start here. You can start with a simple book that is Sigmund Freud's Psychopathology of Everyday, and as you go on and read it, you're like, oh, okay, so this is the reason for this. Like if you go on content and you see, like there are many things that we go throughout the day. It's like forgetting foreign names, coupling up two memories together and making something different out of it. Why that happens? Why do we see dreams? Why do we have this subconscious power ourselves? There are things like when I say, what was I supposed to say? Why does this happen? You will get your answer in this book. And this book is also, I think it is 280 pages or something, which is like an easy read if you read. So yeah, I've shown you, by far I've shown you 3 books. The one I have to read, the one I have read, and this is what I'm currently reading right now. Okay, so caste and social stratification among the Muslim minority. Now, Muslims in India. So as I'm reading this book, and I keep on reading this book. Before I read this book, mind you, what I did was I read a research paper on it. I've not done reading it yet, and I think I'm gonna discuss it in my next video. But for now, let me just put it away and say, at least I did something this February. Other than roaming in the university, I went on home and read something. That is all I'm grateful for. Thank you so much. Bye bye.